We got to talk some Zion, JB. I don't want to keep the people waiting, man. Like
before we get started, dog, I got to give you a little bit more brain food real quick for the audience.
Okay, let's do it.
Contrary to Belief, brought to you by Canada CBD as well. I got to get some, we got all day here. Matt's going to join us a little bit. Steve Kim's going to join us. We're going to talk a little boxing, a little NBA, a little NFL, our Fab 5 NFL sleepers. What 5 teams I think to look out for. We got that. We're going to break down we're going to give away something today. We got to give some trivia, have somebody call in. We haven't had anyone call in, our loyal fans. So we got to have somebody call in. Contrary to Belief, though, a segment that I used to do, people liked. I gotta break it down. Nothing is more beautiful than a smile that struggled through tears. Contrary to Belief. I don't know if you know what that means or anything like that, but all you guys hopefully understand. You've always seen babies cry, and then they start laughing and smiling once you get them to do so, and that's like the best time to see a baby smile. And it's the same with grown people. A smile through tears is the best type of smile, and we've all been there, done that, regardless of what it is. But that's just a little contrary to belief, brain food for you. And I'm going to be honest, the last one, Big Smitty, true character. This is something I preached to my teams for years and my players and coaches. True character is how you treat those who can do nothing for you. How many of you know anyone that actually is honest about, hey, man, I appreciate you, dog. I don't need nothing from you, but here, dog, everybody wants something from you. Everybody wants something from you. And it's crazy how you're treated when you give something compared to when you don't give something. So just let that sink in. Pound that like button. I'm going to give you a fucking 2-minute. Every 2 minutes, I'm going to tell your asses, you ain't pounding that like enough, man. Pound the like button for us so we can blow this thing up. All right, dog, we got a lot to discuss. We're going to, everyone's going to be on Matt's head, man.
I see that in the chat. See, Monica said, so you going to join the show when the Nuggets win. So I can't wait.
Hey, Monica, you take a lot of heat in my Discord. You need to become a member of our Discord, Slap Nation. And become a member of this right here. They think you got a beautiful smile and a pretty face, and you're not a member, so you can talk shit. Coach JB, they say Coach JB won't talk back to you because you better become a member, girl. I'm gonna cuss your ass out.
Don't be scared, Monty. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. All right, dog. What do we want to talk about? Because there's a lot to break down in this thing, man. I already showed you Zion, and I got something that I want to show you. This is how we start the morning off here, even though we're 14 minutes in here. I got another video of Zion on the bench press.
What?
Yeah, dog. He was working out hot. Apparently, he was hot, showing everybody that he's ready to go. He's really in shape. The motherfucker's ready. He's talking about all this shit. Because I'm like, dog, why you got beef with a porn star when really you should be working out?
Right.
But he's like, what you, JB? And he responded on Twitter and sent me a video.
What?
I don't know if you saw this.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, Zion. He going through it, JB. He's so mad right now. He's so mad he can't hit the bench press right.
Somebody sent me that shit last night. I almost peed my pants, man. That's Zion, dog. What the fuck are we doing, Zion? God damn, Zion. What's going on? Zion's all fucked up right now, dog. I don't know if he can come back from this.
It's gonna be pretty tough, man. It's gonna be pretty tough.
Let you get going, Big Smitty. I've said enough. There's a lot going on. I'm gonna put some pictures up because I just want you to talk through these because I don't know what picture do you want. I got a million of these motherfuckers. This cat's struggling.
Let me just kind of try to summarize it all together because people may not even know what's going on. I know we got some older folks in here who maybe not on Twitter, but basically to try to summarize as best I can, Zion posted a picture the other day with his current girlfriend announcing that they're having a baby. I think they're having a baby girl. So initially everything was positive. He was getting good feedback online. Then out of nowhere, as you can see, this adult film star, this porn star, Mariah Mills, started going in on Twitter, basically talking about, you were just with me last week and How could you get like another girl pregnant, a girl who's trying to be a porn star but can't be a porn star pregnant? You see right here, I let you come in my mouth last week and let you do me in all these different types of positions. You was talking about moving me out to New Orleans and like literally, man, like for hours just going in on Twitter talking about all the private conversations. She was leaking Snapchat messages that Zion sent her privately about bringing her out and how much money he would have to pay her in order for her to stay out there and kind of what the game plan and relationship will be, and literally going on and on and on. And now like it's like completely just embarrassing right now. She's putting out all of their, you see right here, this is Snapchat. Zion said, when you move, how much do you expect me to pay you a month? But I'm super excited. I'm super excited. It's like a kid in the candy shop, you know what I'm saying? So love you in these jeans, and I'm gonna FaceTime you in a little bit so we can talk about you moving. Literally.
I'm glad you translated FaceTime because I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, like listen, I don't, man. Listen, she's posting all this stuff, which I don't agree with. First of all, I don't agree with you putting out people's personal conversations, no matter what the situation is. But there's so many layers here, JB, because to me, based upon the conversation that I saw, yeah, Zion is feeling her to an extent, but I'm not seeing any signs that he just wants to be in a serious relationship with her. To me, this is clear. He's trying to bring her out to be fuck buddies, to be, friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it, so they can mess around and kind of have that relationship. So for her to be going this crazy online, being this upset about him having a baby and getting somebody else pregnant or whatever, she's acting like they're married with children, and they're far from it. And now again, we don't know what conversations they're having behind closed doors. Maybe Zion's telling her certain things that she wanted to hear just so he can get what he wants. But I don't know, man. I feel like she's trying to do this for attention, and I think she's really upset that she's not the one who got pregnant, because this girl who got pregnant, her life is good now, no matter what. Zion's rich as hell. She ain't got to worry about nothing the rest of her life as long as she's taking care of that baby. And I think Mariah Mills thought that was going to be her, and now she's pissed and she's upset. So
have you seen, this is where I did a rant yesterday on this situation. So I appreciate everybody that watched that daily rant. It kind of blew up last night on YouTube. Have you seen, this is who I think Mariah Mills is. I think it's this person.
What went into that process, I met the criteria to be selected, but I wasn't.
Now, apparently you saw her in New Orleans, and she was saying she was in New Orleans, correct? This is her?
Yeah. She posted this video.
She walked. Looked like a fucking T-Rex or something.
Yeah, that's how she walked. That's her. In New Orleans.
She's walking in New Orleans, and then she coming out with all these messages. And now this message is the latest one. The concerning ones now is starting to get personal. She posted this, right?
Yeah, so apparently, I guess some of Zion's people, or not even Zion's people, the girl he's with now, her family members are starting to respond, because Mariah's been going in, disrespecting the girl. So, of course, if your family see it, they going to say something. My family, if people disrespecting me online and my auntie see it, she going to say something. So, basically, I think this is like the cousin of Zion's current girlfriend, basically saying, like, what you're not going to do is threaten my pregnant cousin. I'm in the A right now. If you want to fade, you want to catch this fade, let me know, because like I'm about that. What you want to do? So, people stepping to her, but now Mariah wants to play victim. And if anything happens to me, it's from Zion. I'm harassed by him. Like, no, don't do all the talking and disrespect. And then soon somebody clap back, you want to hide in a corner and play victim. Either talk the talk and walk the walk, or sit your ass down and shut up. Pick a side. God said don't be lukewarm, JB. Don't be in the middle. Be hot or cold. Do not be lukewarm. So I don't want to hear all that victim stuff, Mariah. You didn't have to leak none of this information, because I'm actually on Zion's side. At the end of the day, I don't care who you sleeping with. I don't care what your fantasies are, whatever the case may be, as long as you're being, direct and respectful. And based upon all the conversations I'm seeing, Zion being very direct to her. And that last message, for some reason, she crossed out one of the words there And to me, I think there's a reason behind that. It probably don't say, I want you to be my girl. It probably says I want you to be like my side piece or my my friends with benefits, something like that would negate her entire argument. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why she would cross out just that one word. So in my opinion, ain't nothing wrong with what Zion doing. You can judge him if you want to, but people sleep with whoever they sleep with. Now, should he move differently in how he communicates? Should he be more incognito? 1,000%. I think he'll learn from this and he'll be moving differently from this situation. But Mariah, man, you don't never put out no personal conversation like that because you don't want the same thing done to you. So that's right. That's my initial take, JB. She just mad because she thought she was going to be the one that fit the criteria, but for whatever reason, she didn't get in. John Stockton got picked over her to be on the dream team, and now she's still upset 20, 30 years later, talking bad about Jordan. And that's where it's at right now, JB.
All right, so let me. Oh man, I always got to be the asshole. I always got to be the devil's ass. I always got to be the guy that's always against the grain. And it's not that I do it on purpose. It's what I really think because no one wants to defend. Not defend. Okay, I'm not going to defend anyone. Let me retract that defense word. I'm going to say this. She's a porn star. We get it. I'm not going to degrade her because she's a porn star. There's a lot of porn stars out there, ex-porn stars. I know a lot, right? I've been on a lot of people's shows. I'm cool as hell with Alexa.
I'm cool with them.
Yeah, I'm cool with a lot of these people, right? So it is what it is. Shit, I'm not going to judge how you make your money. Here's the deal I got, though. Have you guys heard of a guy named Deshaun Watson? Have you guys ever heard of this guy? Have all the professional athletes out here ever heard of a guy named Deshaun Watson? I'm just tripping on why we're not discussing the fact that Zion Williamson is as dumb as this fucking table. I'm curious as to why we're not discussing that, passing right over that discussion and blaming the girl as being thirsty, being a hoe, being trying to trap him, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I'm just tripping. Like, maybe that's all true. I don't care. But guess what? You allowed it to be true. Zion, Ja Morant, you allowed the pistol on your head to be true. Like, we're acting as if these cats aren't doing this shit, and we're forcing this shit out on people. No, dog. You expose yourself to stupidity at an all-time rate. And guess what? You just showed your true colors. You just showed your ass, as we like to say. You now have exposed yourself as being fucking a dumbass who, again, has shit on his team, his teammates, the city of New Orleans, the NBA. Why has it taken 2 years for your hamstring to recover? Why has it taken 2 years for you to play an NBA game, and yet you're out here worried about this? Like, I would have been so humble and quiet, Big Smitty. I would have been in the gym. That should have been me really on the weight room and on the bench. But the real Zion should have been showing his bench press, should have been showing him dunk, should have been showing him run. Instead, we seeing this dumb motherfucker doing this shit. And you got to wonder, as an owner, as a manager, as a teammate, like Brandon Ingram should be like, the fuck's this cat doing, homie? Is he trying to play? Is he trying to help us? Or is he trying to just go out here like Willie Lump, fuck with hoes, porn star, be stupid, do dumb shit? Because last I checked, homie, he hasn't gotten any thinner. He hasn't lost any weight. He's still the same Zion. At what point do we just say he's a bust? Because I'm going to be honest. Right now, the 2019 draft pick of the fucking year was R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett's the best draft pick in that class. Ja's a bust. Zion's a bust. How are you? Hey, dog, RJ Barrett's available every game, homie. I can go to sleep at night knowing RJ is going to be at my gym tomorrow to help my team, the New York Knicks, win. Not only win, we advanced in the playoffs. We advanced one game. We even got a playoff victory this year. RJ Barrett's available. Ja may not be. Zion's not. Like, when are we going to start telling the truth and speaking the truth? Because Zion Williamson did not learn anything from Deshaun Watson. That, my friend, is ignorance, and ignorance is life-threatening.
Man, that's a lot to unpack right there. First of all, in my opinion, I think the Deshaun situation is totally different than the Zion situation, number one.
Not my point. Not my point, though. My point is these cats haven't learned from what social media and DMs can do to your career. Remember,
Right.
Deshaun Watson wouldn't probably be in this situation if his IG DMs weren't exposed.
Well, I hear you on that for sure. And yeah, athletes got
I'm
a
not
bit.
comparing the situations at all.
Yeah.
Please make sure I'm clear. I'm not comparing the situation. I'm comparing that fact that, dog, listen, Big Smitty, and not to cut you off.
No,
We've
you're
all
good.
been around these people. We've all talked. I've had these conversations with Ray Lewis, Eddie George. Like, dog, we had to learn early on. Like, DM? Nope. Because them motherfuckers are screenshotted. They are your resume. They are now who you represent on social media. Your screenshots, your DMs, anything that can be screenshotted and sent out there is what you are. Regardless of who you really are, dog, your online persona reflects your character now in real life. That is where we are, dog. I'm sorry.
That's true.
That is where we are in real life right now. So,
No,
whatever.
it's true. It's true 100%. But the problem is, like, we can't expect athletes not to communicate with people. So what I mean by that is, whether it's a DM, whether it's a text, whether it's a FaceTime, whether it's a call, people are recording you. I've seen times where you might be on a FaceTime with somebody and they got another phone or their friend recording from behind, so they're still capturing what the conversation is. So we live in a technology type world where everybody got one of these out at all times and nothing is private. So anytime you text, call, FaceTime, interact with anybody, there's literally always a risk that someone is going to record it and it's going to be out in public. The only way to protect yourself is if every time you want to have a conversation, you're face-to-face with no phones in a private room with just y'all two. That's literally the only time. And realistically, you're not going to always be in that situation. So because of that, I can't down Zion for doing that, because I'm sure it's a ton of athletes right now. Most professional athletes who are single, I'll say that, and maybe some who are not, but that's none of my business. A ton of athletes, though, who DMs right now got all types of messages and stuff from ladies and all types of personal conversations. It just hasn't been leaked yet. So I can't be, Zion dumb, Zion stupid, Zion this, that, and the third, just because the specific girl that he messed with decided to leak his messages. Because if that's the case, damn near every athlete is probably a dumbass, because, again, they're all having these same conversations, in my opinion. Now, with Zion, the one area I could say he could move differently is his selection and deciding who he's talking to. Again, I don't know Mariah Mills at all. I don't know how she is, personality or anything like that. But, again, she is, a young, adult film star, you know what I mean? And you're probably telling her things that made her feel like she was the one, or you're talking about flying her out and keeping her, paying for her and this, that, and the third, and making her feel like she was the one. So she probably just got completely surprised when she just sees you pop up with the baby. So I think, if you're going to try to be a player and do all that, Zion, you need to communicate better. You need to be upfront, so you're not in this position where people is catching you slipping, or people are getting emotional and doing this, that, and the third. So
I gotta be honest though. This is the part I don't get, and I've learned this even being a half-ass bullshit celebrity, whatever they want to call me.
Yeah.
A D-list, C-list. I don't give a fuck. I'm not nobody to me. I'm just a normal, regular Joe.
Right.
But I've had the privilege to be around all these people and learn a little bit of game about there's levels to this thing, obviously, and there's people that attract a lot more clout than others. And this is the thing I have to say. Why are we recycling as men and as women? Why are we recycling the same men all in the same business? Why are the men recycling the same women in the same business. So my point is, Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher, they fuck the same broad. Why? There's 400 million people in America alone. Why are we continuing to recycle the same people? Now, I went up and researched this Mariah Mills yesterday. I had to watch her before my rant. Not watch her perform that way, which I wasn't really impressed. Her head game was fucking horrible. I got better head last night. I'm going to be honest. I have to be straight honest. She looks like the broad or the little bike rider from Saw. Her face was square. I was like, what is this, a made-up human? She's all fake, titties, ass, everything. Horrible tattoos. She had baby Gronk tattoos, homie. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? You are a major porn star. And you know if you take the makeup off this broad, she looks like hammered dog shit. And I don't know if you know how bad hammered dog shit looks, but this is the point I'm making. Why is that the only woman, Zion, you can get? Like, you're telling me that you don't have a homie that knows a girl? How many times we've been out and like, man, who's your homegirl, dog? Like, right. You're telling me we can't find anything better than the same recycle? So one girl is a fake OnlyFans squirter. Her claim to fame is being a squirter, and the other one's a porn star. So these are your two options, Zion. Have you just hit rock bottom? Are you that fat and out of shape and everyone's like, fuck it? Like, I'm curious as to why. Is your self-esteem this low?
He's probably just into porn star, JB, and it's like now he got the money and attention. It's like a fantasy. It's a fantasy for him. He probably used to watch Mariah Mills when he was at Duke, and now he making money. He want to be with her.
Hey, B, that could be your porn. That could be your fantasy. Guess what you do with your fantasies? You fuck them. You hang out with them. You chill with them. You don't wife them. You don't impregnate them. What? This is the generational gap in what we grew up on and what y'all grew up on. That's what I'm telling y'all. Don't make a hoe into a housewife. Listen to Too Short, homie. I'm just trying to tell you, what is this? What part of the game is this?
Hold on, JB. Don't put this on our generation. Don't act like your generation that ain't slip up multiple times and get girls pregnant. I done seen all types of people your age get girls pregnant off one night stand because y'all didn't want to put the Jimmy on. So don't act like that. You guys pass this stuff to our generation. We're just following suit. We're just following the leader. We're learning from the OGs. You guys did the same exact shit. That's why you got that grin on your face, JB, because you know you got like 10 homies right now that have slept with somebody and slipped up and had an accident baby. So don't come in Zion for being in the moment
it ain't a slip up, dog. Let's rewind. It ain't a slip up. Motherfucker, if you bust in a female having sex with no rubber, it ain't a slip up. It's called ignorance is life threatening, and you're a dumb fuck. It ain't a slip up. Let's just clear about it. I got a homie. I'm not gonna say no names, Big Smitty, and I know you got. I got a homie that has 15 kids by 15 baby mamas. And he played in the league.
That's a decision now.
He played in the NFL. 15 babies by 15 baby mamas. Like, we're talking about like
Nick
Cannon and Sean Kemp. And there's a lot of cats. Juwan Howard, I think, is one of them motherfuckers paying child support still. Like, this motherfucker paying. Like, there's a lot of cats out there that have done this. And let me ask you something. You got 15 kids, dog. Let's just say 3 hit. Let's say you had 3. 3 different baby mamas. We're at number 3 with 3 different baby mamas. We still remind you. So tell me, at number 3, you're like, fuck, I'm not spread too thin, or am I just a complete shitbird? And I'm talking about the guy I know. Because I tell the truth regardless. I don't give a fuck who it is. Are you at number 3 like, damn, my one baby mama live in Orange County, my other baby mama live in Bakersfield, my other baby mama live in LA, and then you don't find yourself spread too thin that when am I going to go see all these kids, or am I just a straight shitbird and I'm not going to be the father to any of them? Remind you, this motherfucker did it 12 more times. So you have 15. When are you going to father those fucking motherfucking 15 kids? And then you don't think about you're going to have to pay and you're going to be broke forever, because he is, by the way. So, dog, real shit. Busting without a rubber wearing a no rubber is not a mistake. Let's just be clear. Life's about choices, and we fucking make them. I don't feel sorry no more. See, back in the day when I was your age, I used to feel sorry. Ah, man, you made a mistake. Nowadays, though, Big Smitty, I don't feel sorry, dog, because there's only so much idiocracy that I can take. I'm just going to be real.
I mean, you're right. No, not wearing a rubber is a decision. I'm just saying, JB, you know, when you're in the middle of getting it in right now, JB, and you about to climb, you better hit that moment. Your brain ain't really operating at the typical normal level in that current moment. And something
weak-minded, dog. Weak-minded.
It's a split second, JB decision. It's like either you're gonna pull out or you're not. It's like it's just a quick. And sometimes, and you never know. The girl, she might have hit him with that figure four leg like that. He might have tried to push off.
Nah. There's a whole discussion prior to you busting. If you're me, there's a whole prior discussion.
Tell me the discussion right now on the episode. Tell me, give me an example of the discussion before we get to that point.
Like, if you really want to get raw and uncut on this Thirsty, it is Thirsty Thursday.
It's Thirsty Thursday.
All right, so
don't get us suspended, JB. Don't get us suspended, but go.
If we halfway through, let's say I'm a 30-minute man. I don't want to extend it past that for the women's sake. I don't want to extend it past for my sake. So let's say 30 minutes. 15 minutes in, well, first few minutes in, you know, you talk your shit, whatever your your nasty talk is, or whatever gets you and your partner going, whatever that may be. Go ahead, you talk your shit. Then you get going. Then you start to do whatever it is, however nasty, freaky, whatever the fuck you two want to do. But at some point around halfway, let's say 15-minute mark, you starting to talk that real shit. Hey, girl, where you want it? Where you want it? That shit. I'm going to where you want it, motherfucker. It ain't going to be inside you, motherfucker. So let's be clear. We're pre-planning this shit.
I hear you, JB.
Man, hold on. I'm going to give you more game, dog. If she say, in me, bitch, I'll throw your ass out the house. Your ass will get thrown out the house. And it ain't gonna be in me if it's a new body that I don't know. First of all, because I've got a rubber on, and I'm still, just so we're clear, I'm still not inside of you with a rubber. Nope. So just telling you, we talking about where you want it about 15 minutes in, and it's an every minute discussion too. Where you want it. Where you want it. Shit. I've been giving you some free game, dog.
JB said, I need updates every single minute. I'm going to refresh the feed every 1 minute. Where you want it? Where you want it? You good? We getting close. Let me know. I'm going to just pick a spot. Where you want it? Huh?
I'm trying to tell you, dog.
Hey.
I got a spreadsheet on the back, on the wall and shit. And these are the spots you can have it. These are the spots you can't.
Hey, JB, before he even start, he takes the woman through like a little quick class. He takes it to the chalkboard, writes up plays. Okay, here's the area where we can do it. This is the area where this is the no-no zone. We can't do it right here.
I'm just trying to tell you, dog. I'm just trying to tell you,
for
dog.
no reason, man. I hear you.
Hey, I'm hearing in shit. Out you go, motherfucker. I'm sending your ass straight out the front door.
So just for clarity, man, you're putting most of the blame on Zion in this situation. You're not putting blame on Mariah Mills for leaking personal, private conversations.
Not at all, because it wouldn't be personal, private conversation to leak if Zion wasn't a fucking idiot.
So let me ask you, what should be the best form of communication? So if Zion sees this shorty online, maybe he hasn't met her in person, and he wants to communicate with her, what should be the best step? Should he get his homeboy to reach out? Like, how should he reach out to
when you're at this level, like Deshaun Watson and all these guys, if you're at this level, it's probably going to have a second phone, right? A second phone that, I don't know. I mean, that's what everyone I know does, right? If they're really going to be out there and be shady with it, and you don't trust who you're dealing with, then you're probably going to have a second phone. Or they think Snapchat, I've never seen the app. I've never been on the app. I don't even know what the Snapchat app looks like, what the icon is or nothing. But apparently, from what they've told me, is like, you know better than me. I guess that your shit disappears or whatever, but you still can screenshot it, correct?
You can screenshot, but if you do screenshot, the person is immediately notified. So let's say you message Shorty, she screenshot you, immediately.
What does that mean? No, what does that stop? Does that stop the screenshot?
No, I don't stop it, but at least it's like, what the fuck? Like, you can call her ass out.
Well, dog, you're fucked. I mean, that's like, dog, I shot the dog, and I'm like, oh shit, I shot the dog. Like, nah, there's no retracting it. You're fucked.
But
like,
the person has to.
They notify me don't mean that it didn't happen.
The person has to screenshot it like damn near immediately. It's like, so basically, like, again, let's say you met somebody, boom, you open it up, you see it. If you swipe out of that message and swipe back, the message is gone. You know what I'm saying? Unless, now, again, Snapchat has grown and changed, and you can change the settings to 24 hours and all this stuff. But the original Snapchat, once you swipe out, the message was gone. So if you're going to screenshot, you got to think about that immediately and do that right then and there. So my thing is, though, now that I'm thinking through this a little bit more, the fact that she screenshotted, that shows me that off the rip, she was planning to do this, JB. She was planning for some BS. She's like, you know what? I'm going to screenshot. I'm going to save these messages because in the event something goes south or something doesn't go to my liking, I'm going to call his ass out. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not on her side because to me, the whole thing is planned. It's not like she went back and screenshot it. She had to screenshot that off the rip to have that saved in her arsenal. All those screenshots and messages, that means she's been planning this. That's what I'm saying. This is a money grab. She's pissed off that she's not the one that's pregnant and that this other girl is pregnant and she's taking shots at her for no apparent reason. And now she's trying to play the victim that people are calling her out and the homegirl family members are saying, pull up in the A, catch my fade. And listen, Zion, should he move better? Yes. So I'm going to put some blame on him too. But to me, majority of the blame goes to the woman who's planning this whole entire thing from the jump, trying to embarrass somebody. And at the end of the day, it's really a dumb decision on her part because everybody sees this. So now, if there was any other athlete that had any interest in being with Mariah, they're gonna put the stop sign on it now, and they're not gonna step to her because they see how she moved. So now she's messing up even future potential money. At the end of the day, Zion gonna be straight. Zion gonna go out there on that court in August, September, and he's still gonna play. So he good. We're gonna forget about this. But Mariah, everything gonna forget about that.
You sure you don't want to retract? That motherfucker ain't played since 3 years ago. Let me ask you something. So everybody on TikTok, everybody in here saying that it wasn't a screenshot. She took it from another phone, though. So
yeah, that's a good point.
So
yeah.
Here's my point. We can't dismiss the fact that we're not dealing with fucking church-going, wholesome Annie from around the corner. Right. This is a porn star who moves this way with a reputation of moving this way. So you can't just dismiss that side of it. Like, let's understand what party we're going to. Like, come on, man. Like, the Cleveland Brown Cats get jacked. Let's understand where we're going before we go. Like, we got to start holding ourselves accountable because everyone else talking about giving them a pass and an excuse for this and an excuse for that. Dog, she is what she is. Like, are you going to let your wife or kid get into issue by going down that alley at night? It's on you, dog. At the end of the day, it's on you. And you're going to sit there and be like, fuck, I should have never let her walk down there by myself. Like, that's a regret we don't need to have. So we got to start being proactive instead of reactive and start holding ourselves accountable for doing dumb shit. Like, we've all done dumb shit, Smitty. If I do dumb shit, I'm admitting to it and saying, fuck, I own up, dog. It's on me. I'm not blaming nobody else. I did it. So I got to own up to it. We don't see it no more like that, dog. We're always talking about what if. What if? There ain't no what if. Dog, he did it. Like, we got to start saying, don't be a dumbass. Don't get caught up. And I don't know. That's just what I'm saying.
But is he a dumb? So real quick, one more. Is he a dumbass, though, Jay? Because, listen, these players have been doing this for years. The environment has changed in terms of people are on their phones and taking pictures and recording stuff. So, yeah, I guess you could say you have to know that going in. But, I mean, like, you can't control. If somebody going to take a picture of something, they're going to take a picture of something. Like, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you real quick. I'm going to make it real simple for you.
Real quick. If you are Zion Williamson, well, I just want to say you're Smitty with Zion Williamson money.
Right.
And you're in that limelight. You're the number 1 D tackle in America. You're fucking Aaron Donald. And you're in the offseason right now. You got hurt last year. Aaron Donald got hurt. And you have $200 million on the table. I just want to ask you, are you saying that you would absolutely do what Zion did and put yourself out there in the midst of a controversial 2 years by not playing because you're injured, fat, out of shape? They say you smoke weed. They say you're lazy. They say all this shit about you already. Now you're going to even quadruple that issue with this situation. Are you going to do it as a man? Yes or no?
I'm probably not going to be hitting up a porn star. I'll say that. But if I'm in that position, I'm a single man, would I be DMing? Would I DM a good-looking woman who I'm interested in? Would I talk to a good-looking woman I'm interested in the offseason?
DMing is a completely different thing.
But I guess my point, JB, is anybody could do this, though. I get what you're saying. It's an adult film, stars a porn star, so you should just know it's going to happen, I guess. But
you are a professional athlete in the limelight. You have $200 million. This porn star, by the way, she gets about $1,000 a nut. I mean, I'm just throwing it out. Let's just keep it real. She lives in an apartment, makes $1,000 a nut, and we're talking about a guy who's worth $200 million possibly and lifelong money. So like what are we talking about here? Like, come on, homie. Like, you're a professional athlete about to be on every tabloid, every media outlet. Mariah Mills or whatever her name is ain't on every news outlet. By the way, Mariah Mills ain't going to be on ESPN today. Zion is.
That's true.
Dude, we got to start thinking about the longevity of this shit, dog. Like, who's in my circle?
Let me ask you this, though, real quick, because, like, Zion, again, he didn't invent this stuff, man. A few years ago, we got to remember, Jimmy G was caught on a date with, I think, Kiara Mia, if I'm not mistaken, a porn star. We joked about it, but that's kind of where it started and where it ended. Like, people used to call him Jimmy G String, just because he's out here, with the porn star, you assume that he's a freak or whatever the case may be. But I feel like we didn't go this crazy hard at him, and part of that is because no messages leaked. But my point is, we are reacting to the outcome and not the actual action. If he's been messing with Mariah all this time, but she never leaks the messages, today's a normal day. No one's calling him a dumbass. No one calling him stupid. None of that.
You're still skipping over the fact if he didn't never do it, there wouldn't be no drama either. Because if it was a fifth, we'd all be loaded. We're comparing apples and oranges here. Like, we got to start cutting out the common denominator, which is the act. Because there's always going to be a reaction to your action.
I hear you.
If we don't do the action, then there can't be a reaction. All it's going to be is a fake lie that she made up, or it's not even me. That's not me. What are you talking about? No, it's you. We all know it's Zion. We know everything about you now. And now, here's the thing about it, though. You can get over it by balling this year.
Exactly.
And dropping 30 a game. Dropping 30 a game. The porn star can't. The porn star can go take 3 dicks in 2 nights, and she's still a porn star.
That's a triple-double, though, right there, JB.
That's a triple-double, and you got to understand, that's all she's going to get, unfortunately, as sad as it sounds. That's the life she's chose. Zion's had a life set up for him that he's chose by being birthed out the womb as a freaking nature athletic gift, and yet he's pissing it down the drain. He's what I call a waste of talent. Him and Ja Morant, 2 miles apart. South Carolina has to be the most pissed off state in the union right now because they have 2 of the best athletes ever to play the game of basketball and be complete bust.